not a drill. This is not a fucking drill. This is not a drill. My main account just got hacked. My main account just got hacked. I am really working really hard to get it back. I fell for a phishing scam in my email. God damn it! I'm f***ing my f***ing uncle! Ready! Activate! Beast power! Ha!
Gabriel Gage, better known as NovaOnline, is one of the weirdest people I've ever laid my eyes on. He was born June 8th, 2004, which makes him 20 years old as of the day I recorded this.
Trying Ultra Sunrise Monster Energy, and if you're wondering why I'm not at home, I'm at my church for Bible camp.
Despite his age, Nova still chooses to prance around in diapers and flirt with minors. Wearing diapers and texting minors is really nothing new to this channel, or the lolcow community in general. But something that sets Nova apart from the crowd to me is how he actually had somewhat of a normal life before the internet. Basically, everyone else I've covered so far has been absolutely f***ed from the very beginning of their existence. Now, don't get me wrong, there is no way Nova was considered a normal kid in his childhood. I can see that from a 1-second glance. But unlike Daniel Larson, Cyrax, mrbased, or even WorldOfTShirts, Nova didn't come from a broken home. He was living in Idaho, going to school like most kids, and working in the kitchen of a local restaurant known as the White House Grill.
Can I get a French onion soup, please?
Under Idaho's current minimum wage, which hasn't budged since 2009, Erdam's 2 Idaho restaurants could pay $7.25.
His feature in that news segment was very short, and honestly you don't see much of the personality of Nova in that clip. But the job update Nova would go on to post just a few months after the news video aired on YouTube gives a perfect insight into his mind.
I'm sorry, I'm just human.
As you just saw, Nova was fired from his job not because the trolls were destroying the business, but because of his poor work ethic. The angle in which this video is posted is what makes it brain-meltingly stupid in my opinion. He made it seem like it was a sad event that could have been avoided, but really it happened because he himself is lazy. Other than the basic facts I've listed, there isn't much else known about Nova's childhood, so let's move on to the disgusting internet career he's known for. The dark rise of NovaOnline's career began in 2020 after an awkward and demented food review of Wingstop went viral.
Mildly spicy, but nothing that I can't bear. These are actually pretty decent. 8 out of 10. Oh, wow. Okay, these are very, very spicy.
But the first incident I want to look at didn't start until October of 2022. During this time, Nova and another TikTok lolcow named Tofiachu had one of the biggest fights on TikTok.
This is a message to Tofia. Guys, if you don't know who Tofia is, she is a TikToker that has a little less followers than me, but we pretty much make similar content in a sort of way. Guys, Tofia is racist towards Mexicans, and she says horrible stuff about Asians. And Tofia, if you're watching this, I'm calling you out. This is not right. What you are doing is completely wrong, and everybody in this world should be equal. God said that all men are created equal, and therefore, we should all be equal. We should learn to get along in this world, and Tofia, you are not resembling that. So Tofia, if you're watching this, I cannot believe all the stuff that I have seen about you, and I'm sorry, but I'm no longer a fan of yours.
This whole ordeal started because Nova made a video calling out Tofiachu for being racist and transphobic. No, I didn't get that wrong. The pedophile and age play enthusiast really did call someone else out for their bad behavior. This is one of the most common patterns with these types of people.
I know that a lot of y'all are comparing me to Tofia, but hey, at least I'm not a 28-year-old fat who still lives with their parents and has no job and barely does anything with their lives but do TikTok lives all day. At least I have a job where I work as a prep chef at a local restaurant, and I'm actually making decent money off of it, and at least I'm not lounging around doing Discord mod fat stuff all day.
They all have insanely huge egos despite the bleak reality of their situation. This is really evident when you watch videos of Nova training to fight his haters and Tofiachu fans. Personally, I could never be wearing a binky and diapers while texting minors and then tell someone else they should stop acting the way they are. But for Nova, that all makes complete sense. Overall, this little spat would just consist of lame back and forth posting on TikTok and only lasted from October of 2022 until around June of 2023.
Like, Nova was out here saying that he's gonna sue me for defamation. Bro, you can't sue someone for defamation if there's a whole video on you. You followed 9-year-olds on TikTok when you were 19. You followed people who did age regression and sucked on binkies. Respectfully, you sent videos, disrespectfully, actually not respectfully, disrespectfully, you sent videos to minors showing them that you wear diapers. And I don't want people to come at me because people tried to excuse him in the Discord. They tried to say that I'm shaming him because he could possibly have a disorder where he wears diapers, blah blah blah. People tried to like literally defend him on that when he literally said that he likes wearing diapers because it's some sort of kink.
Since then, I haven't seen Nova mention Tofiachu or their beef. In his last post mentioning Tofia, the vibe seems to have shifted a bit though. Instead of direct callouts, he just puts random videos, but the music almost seems like Nova may be attracted to Tofia. Before we get into what Nova's up to today, I want to take a look at all the pedophilic allegations against his dumb ass. The first instance of Nova's demented sexual thoughts being leaked to his followers happened basically right after his first viral video. Apparently, some of the new followers noticed Nova followed a lot of minors on his TikTok account, and at the time he was 18. That's nothing insane, but still, I thought it was worth mentioning. The next incident occurred in September of 2022, just before his beef with Tofiachu started. This time it was much darker than just lolcow beef, and the whole situation would actually later be used as insults by Tofia, as I just showed you. Basically, it got leaked that Nova was a part of a Discord server that focused on age play and age regression kinks. If you're still confused, I'll make it a little easier for you. He was caught in a server that sole purpose was to pretend they are young kids, diaper and binky age kids, and be each other. Not only would Nova talk about his obsession with diapers, pacifiers, and age play on this server, but he would also communicate with minors regularly, and allegedly there were a few instances of grooming that took place.
Go twinkle with that, how I wonder where you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle with that, how I wonder what you are.
You did so great.
Aww.
I love your singing voice.
Like everyone else I've covered, Nova doesn't respond to criticism very well, so his response to pedo allegations coming out was really something to watch.
It's just trying to be fun, but all you want to do is falsely accuse them of crap they never did. Y'all are being legitimate. Have you ever seen an episode of Darman? You would know to not be an ass people you don't know nothing about. Don't judge people before you get to know them. Proof my it's all photoshopped. It's been proven.
Of course, he denied it all. He even claimed that the messages were photoshopped. He then went on to threaten his audience and anyone talking about the allegations. It didn't stop there either. Nova kept saying that he was at war with these quote haters, when in reality he was being harassed because he's a fat kid diddler. Because of this alleged war Nova was in, we were blessed with this beautiful video of Nova training to fight more of his haters. Shortly after the leakings, good citizens online began to contact Nova's church and alert them of the age play loving and diaper wearing dumb in their congregation. Aside from Nova being kicked out of the church and being on the receiving end of some online harassment, there was no real punishment doled out to him for the pedo stuff. As of today, Nova's life has gotten even worse than it already was. In April of this year, Nova had his main account hacked through a phishing scam.
This is not a drill. This is not a fucking drill. This is not a drill. My main account just got hacked. My main account just got hacked. I am really working really hard to get it back. I fell for a phishing scam in my email.
Because of this, he's been on a backup account which is at the Novine universe, but he hasn't made a post on this account since April of this year. From what I found, the hacker first posted some embarrassing drafts Nova had saved, then moved on to posting some more pedo proof. And finally, he sold the account to someone who's now running dropshipping videos on the account. Outside of TikTok, he's been streaming on Kick under the same name as his new TikTok, at the Novine universe. I haven't been able to catch him live, but from the last 3 weeks of VODs he's posted, the content is dog. He plays this Harry Potter game and has god-awful quality on both the game and his face cam. On top of that, he's just boring. The only time this thing is ever entertaining is when it's in controversy. He also got a new job at Subway according to the boys and girls over at Kiwi Farms. Evidently, he was actually fired from the previous job he had towards the beginning of this month, so Subway was his fallback plan. I don't think he's been enjoying this lifestyle too much though, based on how he complains on his live streams. Personally, I don't see this guy's internet career going anywhere but down. He's an adult male that chooses to engage in diaper play and age play. He is more boring than King Cobra JFS on a regular stream, and the only time he's funny is when he yells at his uncle or trolls. Based on his past behavior, I don't think it's a stretch at all to say we could see Nova on a Predator Catcher channel in his future. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to see my sources for this video, check out my Twitter, which is at redmanspeaksyt. I'll have all the links posted there. I love you, have a good one, peace.